Hi, Valpo fans. Aaron Levitt here on Valpo All Access with Valpo women's basketball head coach Mary Evans. Following the team's 71-56 win over Evansville this afternoon to get a split of the two-game series with the Purple Aces. And Coach Evans, first off, today, obviously, it's always a special day, senior day, celebrating a group of people who've meant so much to the program. Can you just talk a little bit about this group of seniors on the team this year and what they've meant both to the program, to the university, and to you personally?
Yeah, I mean, this group is, with Caitlin coming back for her fifth year, and Marley coming back for her fifth year, and Ella, obviously, in her true senior year. I mean, this is a group that was here when I got here. And they mean so much to me because it's not always easy to go through a coaching change. And sometimes it's hard for teams to be really open to a new coach and coaching staff. And I think that they opened their minds and their hearts to me and my staff, and they bought in really quickly to what we want to do. And they've worked really, really hard, and they've gotten better. And especially for a kid like Ella, all three of them really, Ella and Caitlin and Marley, who when I took the job were more back to the basket type post players, didn't face up a ton, and to accept the way we play, and to accept that challenge of shooting the ball from the perimeter and playing face up and learning to drive and do all those things that we do. That can probably feel really uncomfortable especially when you're already a sophomore or junior, going into your sophomore or your junior year. So I'm really proud of how they accepted us, and they worked their tails off for the last 2 years, to get better and to improve. They've all fought through different things injury wise, and I think, it's paid off for them, and they've been great leaders, on and off the court. They're great people. They're great students. They're just really, really fun to be around. And I'm excited that we could send them out with a win tonight on senior night.
Looking at this two-game series, obviously yesterday not going how you guys wanted to, a 14-point loss. You turn it around today into a 15-point win, and you look at the numbers, you shot the ball better today. That's obvious. But what was it about the team's performance on both ends of the court today that you saw kind of beyond the numbers that helped you guys turn around from yesterday's loss?
Yeah, we talked a lot this morning about playing our basketball and trusting each other, offensively and defensively, right? With our switching, we have to be great communicators. And I think last night we spent too much time assuming that each other knew what we were going to do. And it caused for a lot of communication breakdowns defensively that led to some points for them. And then offensively, I just thought we did a poor job moving the basketball. We had poor player movement. We had poor ball movement. And we didn't make Evansville's defense work very hard. And we bailed them out by taking 42 threes. Now we took 43 again tonight, but I think all of our threes tonight were better threes. I thought we had threes last night off of the bounce, like walking into them, catching and holding threes, just things that are kind of outside of what we do. And I thought tonight we got back to attacking the basket, and when they rotated, stopping, kicking it out, and then doing a really good job moving the ball to the open shooters, and then being able to catch and shoot those shots. So I think our threes, even though we took the same quantity tonight, I think the quality of our threes were better, which led us to make 7 more, which is really the difference in last night's game and tonight's game.
You look at the performance of Carrie Weinman on both ends of the court today. Obviously, we know what she can do defensively. She's shown it throughout her 2 years here. 6 more steals tonight. I believe that ties her career high in the category. But then also on the offensive end, 21 points. She hits 3 threes, but I know you've talked about her being more aggressive, driving the ball to the basket. Perfect 5 for 5 today on drives. Just what did you see out of her performance today?
Exactly what you just said. She was just much more aggressive. I think, again, we talked about that today. She came out and she worked with our coaches, getting her feet a little bit more organized, so she felt more comfortable making those drives. I think as the game progressed tonight, I thought she worked quicker. Like as on the catch, she decided to go quicker, which I think is a lot harder to guard. So I think she, again, because she didn't catch and hold the ball, or catch and put the ball on the ground and try to use a live ball move per se, I think she made her drives a little bit easier tonight. But the kid is a great all-around player. I mean, she can shoot it. And the fact that people don't guard her is absolutely crazy. I mean, she's a kid that shot 40% from the three and as a freshman at Denver. She shot it in the mid 30s last year. She's shooting in the mid 30s this year. And I was just proud of her for relaxing and taking her time and knocking down those shots. And she ended up going 50%. And then it's rare to find a shooter that likes to defend as well. And she loves to sit down and guard. She makes plays and help side. She makes plays on the ball. She's a good communicator for us. And I thought she did a really good job after having, obviously, a game we weren't really happy with last night. And we had a little adversity in our meetings today and in practice before the game. I thought she did a really good job of stepping up and kind of leading the team today by kind of putting them on her shoulders a little bit with some of those drives. I thought her and Shay really stepped up as leaders on the court tonight and kind of willed this team to success. And so it was a group effort, but I thought the maturity of those two on the court was very impressive today.
Looking kind of the other end, you talk about a couple of veterans there, a couple of newcomers this year who got opportunities this weekend. You look at Ava and Ferrante picking up a lot of minutes with the absence of Grace White this weekend. And then Molly Sheehan, who obviously joined your program just last month, got an opportunity to get some minutes over the last two games. Just what are your thoughts on their performances this weekend and what they've done in practice, maybe to get to the point where you're able to trust them out on the court?
Yeah, Ava's been very she's been very consistent in practice, I would say. Like, she just shows up every day and she works really, really hard. She's constantly pushing herself to do the right things. I think for me, I've gotten a lot more comfortable with her on the defensive end. Like, I've watched her start to guard in practice and she's figured out her rotations, and she's a pretty good, I think she's very good on ball defender, similar to Carrie. And so I think that has led me to feel more comfortable giving her an opportunity. And then her drives, when she goes strong, and she has great drives in practice, finishes through a lot of contact. And obviously we talk about our league and the physicality. I think she's got a good frame and aggressiveness as well. So that's really helped me feel a lot more comfortable. And obviously, being a little shorthanded, she got more of an opportunity. I thought she played great last night. Thought she came in and did her job tonight. And then obviously last night with her inability to shoot, Molly's a really good shooter. So I was like, hey, maybe she'll make a three. Let's throw her in and see. It can't hurt, right? And she did a great job. She showed really good composure for a young kid. And I thought with her 10 minutes, I thought she had great minutes in the first half for us tonight. When we were kind of stretching that lead out in the second quarter. And then I thought she gave us good minutes in the second half as well. She was able to get us into our offense and make the right decisions, passing the basketball and moves and scraps defensively, and gets her nose in there on rebounds. And, I was really pleased with everybody's minutes today, and the young kids' minutes yesterday as well. I think, they're learning, they're growing as basketball players within our system. And it was nice to get them the opportunity to get out there and get college basketball experience.
Next up for you guys, Loyola on the road Wednesday, as you start a stretch of 5 straight road games to end the regular season. That game didn't go your guys' way the first time around here at the Arc. What needs to change from that game for you guys to be successful Wednesday up in Chicago?
I think it's nice of Evansville to do what they did, because I think that we're going to see a lot of the same game plan. I think they're going to try to dare us to shoot the basketball. They're going to try to be really physical with us coming off of screens and bumping and chugging cutters. I think they're going to contest shots at the rim. And we're going to have to play together. We're going to have to drive it in there. And when they come to help, we're going to have to be able to throw it out and move it quickly and make their defense get in and out of help. And we're going to have to be able to hit shots. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time shooting the basketball this week and get ready to go into Loyola and hopefully be able to shoot the basketball well and see what happens.
All right. Well, Coach, congratulations on the win today, and good luck on Wednesday.
All right. Thanks, Aaron.